invited to introduce Glenis. You all are obviously here because you have no idea who she is, right? Why anybody would want to hear from her, what she's done, blah, da, blah, da, blah, da, blah, da, blah. I'm Dee James. I work at UNCA, and I have been the beneficiary of, like all of you, of Glenis's light. She has generously sometimes come to my classes and brought poetry to life because she embodies it. And my students, I talk to them, I invite them to share with me, and we analyze and we do all kinds of things. And then Glenis walks in the room and boom, it's on. It's wonderful. It's glorious. There is also another bond between us. We have a friend who has now passed on in common, Dorothy Perry Thompson, who was also an African-American woman poet. And I had the joy of helping Dot edit a volume in which one of Glenis's poems appeared. And Dot and I were sitting over the manuscripts looking at which ones would be in and which ones would be out. And we got to Glenis's, and I said, "Do you know Glenis?" And she said, "Oh, that young woman is going places." So I just want to say how excited I am that she let me stand here as part of her arrival. Come on, Glenis.
There's power in a simple act. An intelligent step overriding the ignorance of labor to no end. When did her deliverance take hold? Spirit quaking, sending a wave through a whisper of a song, the one she sang we came to know so well. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. On that day, what was the particular? Was it the white, hot southern summer sun? Or one piece of cotton adding up to one too many on her back? Adding fuel from a spirit ready to jump free of the land that tied her by sleight of hand? Was it the wisdom of God? I believe it was. Humming to her bones, singing of freedom she had only dreamed but never known, she became a vessel full of the Holy Ghost, or of ghosts of ancient brothers and sisters saying, "It is time. It is time, sister. It is time to keep the faith and rise." She could have remained planted, her heart and spirit yoked like solid mounds, but the burning bush came to her, turned her into the Rock of Gibraltar, wrestling with downtown fate, moving through white marble halls, ready to vote, pass the test, cross the line where God done sign her name. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Oh, wait a minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Before I go into my spills and I start crying and thanking everyone, I want to just go ahead and read this poem, and it's a work in progress. Of those of you who did not know who that last poem was for, it was for Fannie Lou Hamer, mother of the Civil Rights Movement. So I'm going to read this poem because I'm feeling it, and it is a relatively new poem, and it's called Obama. Obama, the strangeness of your name must mean to carry our hopes with mountain-like shoulders across canyons, to a place we have never been before. It must also mean to bridge, to lay yourself down as a footpath so we may walk solidly into this new land unafraid of the depth below. And it must also mean to cup. Cup your palms, swing your long arms, and catch the sweet healing waters flowing from the rivers of your speech. So deep we drink every time you speak. Every once in a while, there comes along one flowing with the timelessness to drench us with hope like Lenin, King, Kennedy, and Kennedy. Men of peace, to douse us with a courage. Today it is you, here on this brink of these last days, and I do mean last days, where we have forgotten how to look into each other's eyes. How we have forgotten to look in each other's eyes and see ourselves. Not to pick ourselves apart with a chastening rod. Every once in a while, there comes a man equipped with dreams, with a treasured chest so large it holds clothes to outfit humanity with the cloth of clouds, where we are all suited only in the truth, not the false armor of war to keep one another at bay. After a while, lies begin to stink with blood, greed, and hate. It is time to wash our hands. Washboard our souls. If we have turned enough foes into enemies, we need you. Those who make us great with humility, taking our shaking hands, teach us to turn the key to unlock memories of peace, open every door and dismantle the walls as we step through the opening. We know we have not been here before, and it is not easy surrounded by air and our deepest need to believe, naked with being free next to our belonging, which on a daily basis gets truncated by greed and the need to own land and bodies. You are a reminder our souls can't be sold. And with one scoop, you have caught us up in who you are. With your crown of destiny and your robe flawed with humanity. For this, we love you even more. For this, we love you even more. For when we see you, we see ourselves. Barak must mean bravery. The ability to say the complicated, to empower, to enlift the nation boldly before where it's gone before, to walk through the corridors that elicit a change. Your shoulders, this steady outcropping of rocks, we can now stand on your broad passage to the promised land, the one King spoke about. You have continued this journey. We let out our wings to catch your draft and we feather out with faith as we catch this new breeze called tomorrow, where we are not drunk with shame, but alive with hope and our thirst, drenched in new ways to flow and carve a more meaningful path beyond where we have ever gone before.